Ronald, stay there because we've had a surprise caller, and I'm delighted to say that Olympic gold medalist from 2000, Audley, and Prizefighter champion, Audley Harrison's on the line. Audley!
All right.
How are you, okay?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, fantastic last week, Audley. That was
Good.
That was an old school masterclass from a master. I really mean that. Oh, I'll tell you what concerned me last week. Did you see the scoring in your fight against the Danny Hughes from one of the judges?
No, I didn't see it.
Now you won that clearly and you dropped him, so it's a 4-pointer. Yeah, he made it by 1 point. To you, yeah.
But I always get worried when they take a long time, but I was confident that the right person was going to get the win, you know.
Well, listen, the right person did get the win.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about a bit earlier on, I had Derek, the old boy Chisora on the phone screaming and shouting, but he's always screaming and shouting. You've got to love Del Boy. He's fun. He's good fun.
Yeah.
What's possibly next for you, Audley? Because that was, I'm not just saying this because you're on the phone. You and I have talked. We've made amends for some of the things that went down before, and I've told, I've said things, for a couple of years now. What you got planned, or because you're looking and moving, and what's more, you're actually acting like you've got that confidence now.
No, I mean, for me, I've always had that confidence. For me, I've always had that confidence, and the main thing was to get a door to open. Yeah. And the door's open, and I've taken the opportunity, 3 fights in one night. Yeah. People say now they're novices. Obviously we had Danny Williams in there first, and Michael Scott Gammer and myself was obviously seasoned campaigners.
Cool.
Obviously they fell by the wayside for one reason or another, and I was left as the last man standing. Now, obviously, my experience over Scott Belshaw, Danny Hughes, Coleman Barrett, I was able to use that and make it a relatively easy night. Although in the first round of the final, I was to be honest, it was a unique experience for me to warm up, warm down. And really, I came out for that final kind of like at 6s and 7s because I was told you got 15 minutes. By the time I got to the changing rooms, you got 1 minute, and I had to basically go back down. I was a bit all over the place. But the main thing is I got the victory, and I move on. So the British scene is kind of closed out for me. I was speaking to Robert Smith, and obviously Rogan and
Sam Sexton
are fighting, and Tyson Fury. He's got a rematch with McDermott. So the two of them are going to fight for the British.
Yeah, one of
closes
those.
That door for me. And no disrespect to Derek Chisora. For me, he's the same level of competition as the guys that just boxed in Prizefighter. And I think I showed I'm well above that level.
Yeah, listen, you did without a doubt last week. Now, Barry Hearn's, sort of boldly talking about potential. I know Barry Hearn doesn't impose any clauses when you sign for Prizefighter, but he's talked about potential fights. Have you chatted to Barry, or are there other things on the table?
Yeah, I've got a couple of people have been calling, which is good. The phone's ringing again. Obviously, Eddie Hearn has been great, really. He's kind of like man of his word. You know what I mean? I've worked with him, bumped into him in Vegas, and he kind of said, listen, what I want to do with the guys in there. He got those guys in there, and it was great for me. It's a great door for me. So now I just have to see what's open. I know people are jumping on me on the blog saying, he's having a rest. How is he having a rest? I'm only taking a week off, and now I'm just looking for opportunities where I can go and achieve my goals. And obviously we know my goal is to be a world champ. So if I can get that European title shot, but that fight hasn't happened yet. Sanovsky and Vidos.
Yeah.
And everyone knows I beat Vidos quite comfortably in the Olympics, even though it was a great fight. So, I think my future prospects are very bright, whether I get the European title shot or I find somebody who's ranked in the top 15 to fight to get a ranking. Because obviously, it's about getting in the rankings, and winning the European gives me the WBC top 10 ranking, and if I can fight somebody in the WBA top 15, I can get in the ranking. And there's a lot of starving heavyweights out there looking for a payday, so I don't think it's going to be too hard. Now I've kind of created some credit to get an opportunity to fight a ranked guy and get myself in position.
And it's exactly what you said when I interviewed you about 6 weeks ago about what this was for. Now, are you involved with some sort of charity night? What's that all about coming up?
What it is when I heard about, obviously, Michael Sprott, the part of the reason for doing it was I wanted to go and get my revenge over Michael. And when his sister tragically passed away, I said, if I win this, I'm going to donate the trophy to the family. Because obviously there's 2 kids now without their mother. I went on TV today and I've set up a website with a company that I'm working with for this thing, sweatband.com, auction, or you can go to my website and find it. And basically, so the auction's up today till the following Monday, and whoever gets the trophy, it's a closed bid, you go on the website, you bid, and all the money's going to go to the 2 children of Michael Sprott.
No, so Michael Sprott's sister. Who, of course, was always at his fights. Let me ask you this. So people can go to audleyharrison.com
They can go. They'll find the banner on my website, audleyharrison.com.
Cool.
And on that, they go to the website, and then they'll be able to link through to that. And it's a closed bid, but hopefully somebody puts in a great offer. Even if it's whatever it is, it's going to help the family.
Absolutely.
You know, the 2 kids.
If it's $5,000, if it's 10 grand.
Hey, listen.
Well,
before we're fighters, we're human beings. You know?
That's
so
the truth.
hopefully it raises some money for his family. My career moves on. I was able to get the victories, and hopefully the trophy goes towards some good. You know, depression's a serious thing.
Hey, listen. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at poor Darren Sutherland. Oh, let me ask you this: when are you going to open the bid? Because I might be able to plug this again next Thursday if you've not finished it.
It opens today, and it finishes the following Monday, so you'll have time to plug it next week again.
Okay, fantastic. Well, listen, I will do that. I'll make sure.
Okay.
I'll definitely do that.
Maybe I'll get the office to send you the press release that went out.
Can you do that?
Sure.
I mean, the guy here, or I'm sure your office has got my personal one. I don't want to announce it over here, but you can grab hold of me. Listen, Audley Harrison, thanks for joining us, and thanks for doing that. Say hello to your family for me, Audley Harrison, coming on the line there. Just going to